Welcome back to another Axel 72 video, and today I'm back with another interview, and I'm here with Scott Melvin. Scott, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Just finished another day's training. Got a fight coming up shortly, so in prep for that at the minute.
Definitely. And so, am I right in saying you're 6'1", you're a lightweight, and you're 22?
Yeah, that's right.
Great, okay, and if you are new around here and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so, like the video if you do need to like the video, and let's get straight into it. So, starting off with the question which I always like to start off with, it's who inspired you to get into boxing?
Ooh. Not sure, to be honest. Just I think a combination of like all the olden day boxers. Really, I just loved watching boxing when I was a kid. Didn't really have one particular person I watched. Just loved all the big fights. I used to just watch them all as a kid, and I just wanted to go to the gym, let some of my anger out. So I was an energetic child, and I had a lot of energy. So yeah, I had to channel it somehow. And boxing and stuff.
And so, is that kind of the main reason why you started, just on the fact of you wanted somewhere to kind of use up your energy? Because certain people might go into like a different sport, like football or something else.
Yeah, definitely. As a kid, I was hyperactive. Mum, dad struggled with me, man. I was always running about, never stopped really. So had to do something. I done quite a few things at the start. I done boxing, football, cross country, and a bit of table tennis. I just love sports, to be honest. But got to the age I had to choose one, and never looked back from boxing.
Definitely. And so, am I right in saying you went down the amateur route like most fighters do?
Yeah, went in the gym at 10. Had my first amateur fight at 11. I had about 70 amateur fights then. Turned pro last September, 1 year ago, basically, for the day.
Alright. Yeah. Okay, and so you said you were about 11 when you had your first starting fight. Is there a similar age to where most people start? And do you remember what happened, how it ended?
Well, my first fight? Yeah, I lost. I'll tell you what happened. I done it was a quick turnover from when I started boxing to my first fight. Went in there, ended up boxing the lad twice after that. We had 3 fights.
Right.
But it was probably the biggest haul I've ever been in as an amateur, and it was my first fight. I just literally shit myself, really, to be honest. Legs were gone like jelly before I even started. Like, couldn't feel my legs, and I just froze, to be honest, a little bit. Then rematched him twice, beat him both times.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so obviously you then said that you had about 70 amateur fights, and what would you say is your biggest achievement from the amateurs?
Boxing for England.
Yes.
I'd say. Yeah, I was got to the youth national final in 2018 youth championships, and then got selected to go on the England squad. Done a few training camps there, then I got the call to box for England. So I'd say that was the biggest achievement, to be honest. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, doing that is probably one of the biggest things you can do from the amateurs, realistically.
Yeah, it's massive. Could have stayed on and maybe got on GB, but COVID hit, and then I was like, I just had enough, to be honest. I just wanted something fresh, wanted something new, and then I think my style was more of a pro style anyway, so it was an easy transition.
And so you then made that transition, and you went on a bit of a run. Am I right in saying you went on a 3 or 4 fight unbeaten streak?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Maybe 5, I think.
5. All right. Okay.
5.
Yeah. And so, which fight, just in general, would you say have you performed your best in?
As a pro. Let me think about that. Well, the first fight I'd say probably, because lasted 1 round. It was perfectly. Hurt him, rocked him to his boots, got up, and then finished him off with a body shot.
Yeah.
Lovely, to be honest. It was good, but I'd say overall probably against Tion in the Boxer series. But it was only 3 rounds. I want to start building the rounds up so as to show them what I can do even more over 10 rounds.
Definitely. And so you touched on a little bit there, you being in the Boxer series, and I was just wondering, what is it like in the Boxer series? Obviously you have to fight 2-3 times in a night. It's definitely seemingly quite a difficult thing to do.
Yeah. It was interesting. It was different. Obviously, it was opportunity I couldn't really dismiss. Had to do it. Wanted to do it. I believed I could win it. Just personally, my own stupidness lost me fight in the semis. After I beat Tian, I knew he was like the best in there. So after I beat Tian, I let my own mind slip a bit and thought I was gonna just cruise through, and took me off the board. Didn't really push the semis. Like, I could beat him all day, if I'm being honest, but I just thought it was going to be that easy. I didn't really try. Right. I know it sounds a bit stupid, but yeah, I was just like cruising, and Chima done what he had to do. So yeah, I just want a rematch with him now, man.
Definitely. I mean, we've had him on the channel, and I mean, you never know. We might end up seeing a rematch between you two. But it's probably a good lesson to learn early on in your career, though, to always keep focused and to not let your mind slip.
Definitely, better now than get into a big title and then flop in there with your mindset. I learned so much through the process of that Boxer series, even the training camp, how to do everything right. I've done everything perfect, apart from after I beat Tian, I let my mind go and then learn on that now. And then, yeah, ready to move on now.
Definitely. And so, I mean, you did move on. I was just kind of wondering, how tough is it to bounce back from a defeat? Because you did it and you won, but how tough was that?
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough to take, to be honest. I just thought I'd stay undefeated for a long time. Obviously, I know I've got the talent, the potential to go all the way, so didn't think I'd really take an hour this early. So it was hard for me at the start, knowing it was my own mistake really as well. Of losing up, I blame myself a lot. But yeah, I just had to back to the drawing board, learn my lessons, and move on, I suppose.
Yeah, and so you then, I suppose I respect it on the fact of like, people will look at your record and be like, oh, like he's not undefeated at this point in his career. But like, if you go into the Boxer series at that early point in the career, that is probably one of the tougher things you can do at this point in your career. So I respect you for going in and taking them tough fights.
Yeah, definitely. I want the big fights. I want good 50-50 fights. I had 70 amateur fights, all 50-50 fights. It was all 50-50. I don't really want to be taking the step backs and just knocking people over for fun. I don't see the point. I've had seven fights now as a pro. I feel like I've done like my little apprenticeship that I need to do. Actually, we just climbed that ranking slowly, but want to start building titles now. Definitely.
And so you've got this fight coming up. Am I right in saying it's the 24th of September?
Yeah, 24th of September. Cellulite Shrink, same as my last one. 6 rounder again. Got a decent opponent this time, so yeah.
And so are you in a camp, or are you just up in the training for that now?
Yeah. I'm in full swing of training now. Fully switched on. Gotta be can't be up again. Just like to say though, my last fight, the one after the Boxer series, that was a tough one for me. After the last lot, going back into the ring, it's the first time I was nervous as a professional. First time I was nervous because I knew have to win now.
Definitely.
And I've never really put that pressure on myself, because the talent I have, I just normally go and do my thing, and then normally that's good enough. But I knew after coming off a loss, can't take no chances. Just get the win. Go for it. I think I boxed pretty well my first 6 rounder as well. Boxed to instructions, hurt my hand in the fight, so had to go around that. Yeah, man, box nice.
Yes, and I mean, you did manage to get a win, which I bet was a big relief off your shoulders.
Yeah, it was. Just to know back winning ways. And I want to push on for titles now. Maybe the Midlands title, English, who knows. Joe Ducker's got it, I think, at my weight. Trying to hunt him down, but don't think he wants it, man.
Alright, maybe. We'll see if that fight does come to fruition. But so, you've been relatively active so far. Like you said, you only started your career about a year ago now, your pro career. And so, how many times are you possibly trying to fight this year? Is it another time?
Hopefully get another 5 in this year.
5.
Had 7 my first year.
Wow.
If I can get 5 in there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, man. I want to stay active. I just love fighting. This is what I do. So just get me in there, man. I want to just keep proving how good I am, showing everyone I'm the best.
Yeah, that's definitely one
That's
way
what
to
I'm
do
about.
it. Yeah, respect that, man. That's a thing that a lot of people wouldn't want to do. That go in that heavy at the start, but I respect it. You want to get up the rankings as quick as you can.
Yeah, man. Just anyone, any lightweight out there. That's it. Any lightweight, mate.
Definitely.
I'll have anyone in the country.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind. I don't mind getting in these 50-50 fights or people thinking hard fight for me. So I'll just prove and show how good I am. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Definitely. And so you've got this fight coming up September 24th, and I was wondering, why should people come and watch you? What makes you different to other fighters?
I just think I got it all. Got the charisma. Got the talent. Power, speed, movement. Yeah, man. Polite, people pleaser. Yeah. Got it all, so yeah, man, tune in. Watch the journey.
Package. Okay. Good to hear, man. And so you're just at the start of your career now, and you've touched on this a bit, but how far do you think you can go in the sport?
All the way. I don't think I'd be in the sport if I didn't think I could go all the way. It's too hard of a sport.
Definitely.
To go all the way. So yeah, man, world champion. That's the goal. That's the aim, and I ain't stopping to get it, man.
Great. And so you've mentioned the fact of that you would like Ducker as an opponent at some point, but I've got this question of if you could fight like a dream opponent in the lightweight division, who would it be? If other than maybe Ducker.
What? Who's active now? Relevant? Ooh. Gotta be the best, so Devin Haney.
Okay, wow, okay, yeah. I respect that, man. Okay, so sorry about that. I don't really know what happened. It just seemed to cut off. But still a pleasure to have Melvin on, and a great guy, and I'm sure he will go far in his career, and maybe we can do a return interview if he does see this at some point in his career. But if you are new around here though and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Like it if you do need like it, and thanks for watching.